plays.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Gerald McCoy able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14
yardage. Not a great start.
Bortles to throw on second down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see it.
Angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come up in an offset eye. The pitch comes to Ivory. And he's got room.
That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Levante David in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. On third and long, it's Bortles. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Ivory that time. That'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go back to the air here after the INT. And Boyd has it over the middle. Give them 16 on the pickup. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll give the Bucs a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Eluding the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. Jameis to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Aguayo pushed it. It's no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Caught right side. It's Lewis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back now in Tampa. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Little motion now from the tight end. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And fights him off, surveying the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So out come the Bucs now. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. It's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And now they're in the hurry-up. 1st down, Winston. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A 1st down throw for Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw is Winston. Evans has it left side. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jameis now on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now receiver in motion left. Two receivers left, one to the right. And Winston lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's the option.
Years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run the option left. And some room to work. But I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Looking deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Vincent Jackson, 46 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Play clock winding down. Now Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A good pickup there, a 22. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be a second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that'll move it back within 6 now. All right, so now then, the field goal puts you back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if this is not an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, you still got the 2 timeouts, but I think you're right. I think you roll the dice right here.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start on the ground with Ivory. Room here to run. And a cutback right sideline. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards on the ground. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. This is Ivory. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
To throw is Bortles. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And we are tied. They return it to the house. And now Charles, the extra point, can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get it. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No time on the clock. This to claim victory. Oh, he missed. Oh, no, he missed the extra point. Victory was in the bag, but not anymore. We're headed for OT. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Trying
man.
to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And some room to maneuver. The 20. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT.
And now We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. You know the part of the song everybody sings along. Well, that's us. Listen up, shout it out. I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's to never looking back. 'Cause the past doesn't last long as we're together. Just keeps getting better. Just keeps getting better. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever.
Like a river, like a river, like a river, like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. How do we fall in love? Harder than a bullet could hit ya. How do we fall apart? Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, holy, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends they know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's the Chargers going up against the Buccaneers. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who'll be calling tonight's game. We say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Diego Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And set to go with the ball on the tee is the rookie from Florida State, Roberto Aguayo. And off we go from Tampa. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Rivers now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third and long for Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
William Golston in on the stop. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. The first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhill. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he hits the tight end, Brandon Myers. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Jameis now on first down. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another carry now for Rogers. And some space here. 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jaquiz Rogers, 43 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Second down, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Rivers looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Darryl Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On the ground, Rodgers working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. 3rd down and 3. Third and short yardage, Winston. He's got Evans. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick at 2015, finding the number 7 pick at 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So on 4th down, here's the Buccaneer place kicker, Roberto Aguayo now. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now San Diego getting set to go. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now let's take a quick pivot here, and I want to ask you about the Kansas City game against Pittsburgh. I certainly didn't see 6 field goals winning that. No touchdowns for the Steelers. That was an interesting affair.
It really was, and while Pittsburgh never got into the end zone, found a way to win it with 6 field goals, Kansas City did get into the end zone, but not at the times that they flat out needed to. So both of these teams were exhibiting
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now they got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. One receiver left, that's Allen. To throw, Rivers. Deep drop. And right side, Henry's got it. 5 yards on the pickup, and the Chargers are going to have a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive, there he hits the reliable target. Gates has it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception, Winston bringing it in. Jackson left side. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jaquiz Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown here in this this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Buccaneers defense, we watch them get set to go. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
It's a gain of 21 that time. Good enough for a San Diego first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Keenan Allen, 59 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's 17-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He sets to fire deep, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
One receiver left, that's Allen. On second down, Rivers again. Backing up. He's going to go up top again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Winston. Evans has it left side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and 10, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
All right, Brandon, let's take a quick second here and talk about the Steelers and the Patriots for the AFC Championship. How about that game? Has a great ring, doesn't it?
It does. Brady, Roethlisberger, both teams on 8-game win streaks. By the way, speaking of Brady, against the Steelers in his career, 9-2. 4-0 at Foxborough.
Yeah, and they won this year in Pittsburgh, did New England. But Ben Roethlisberger didn't play in that game.
Well, you better believe he'll be playing in this one. Who do you like?
I actually like New England in this one. Hard to go against Tom Brady. This stage of his career, he knows that the end is near. Even though he's staving it off, he wants one more shot at a big ring.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run the option left. They find some open field here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Winston on 3rd and 2. He finds Humphreys. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a cut to the sideline. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to take another shot here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Rivers. Buying time, now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown. The last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
So we saw a fumble return for 6. Interesting in here to quarter number 2. Quite a momentum swing there on the final play. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Buccaneers right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Chargers, on the other hand, want to quiet this crowd.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
3 down. Ready. Blue ready.
They'll run here with Sims. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Ready. Ready. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
They come out here in the eye. Now Jameis on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kyle Emanuel in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Manti-Te'o in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
6 yards to go here on second down. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Marco.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Second down, just 1 yard to go. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that. Spectacular plays to make the bad ones.
They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Rivers finds his target. It's Gates. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rivers now gives to Woodhead. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Manti Te'o in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. One receiver left, two to the right. Jameis to throw it. Evans has it left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Jameis now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
First down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Keith Tandy. And high picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Ready. Blue ready. We got three. Three down. Flip.
Second down, Winston. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long for Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. A nice pickup on first down. 7 yards. Second down now after the pass completion. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
After reviewing the play, the movement on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Rivers to throw it. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. A group effort there. A bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Returning, it's Benjamin. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want?"
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Keith Tandy. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down, Rivers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Alteron Werner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time.
He's got a man, complete. A gain of 39 that time. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They're looking to throw this. Winston. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. 11 yards for number 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Holding offense.
So holding by the... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this looks to probably be the final play. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he stays up. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
We'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Yeah, I never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen B told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build it? Yeah. Do we own it? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guards, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how we feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know what we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play our way.
Would rather be me.
Do work all day.
We don't see defeat.
Can we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my dear ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
You try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. Kick it! Kick it! If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in no
Poppin' knock it when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing, ting-a-ling-a-ling. The honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's the Dolphins going up against the Vikings. With that, we'll send you up to Minneapolis with our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers, who have a big hand in who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do-it-all. Can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's complete. It's Sims. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Tannehill throwing again. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here we go.
Following the interception, Bradford. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson, 29 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. Baker from the Rock.
format to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, Peterson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, I know you play the fantasy football game, and Adrian Peterson has to be a popular pick for owners. But this year, a tough season for him. A knee injury early limited him to 72 yards total for the season.
Yeah, early indeed. Week 2 on that knee injury. So 72 yards, as you said, for the year. Came back, admirable, hoping to get him into the playoffs, but didn't look like he was ready to return.
One guy I never count out, though, is Adrian Peterson. I expect a monster return in 2017.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Andre Branch in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he'll get nothing out of that one. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. 4th down, Bradford. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Tannehill now. They give to Ajayi. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Now Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And it's Chad Greenway in on the stop.
For someone who piled up the yardage that Ajayi did in 2016, I think it was a strange type of a year. How many runners do you know that will end a season with more 200-yard games on the ground than 100-yard games and end up over 1,000?
Very, very strange. 3 200-yard games, just 1 100-yard game. All in all, though, how do you see a season? A rough start, but looked pretty good in the end.
Rough start, but a really good offensive line that continues to grow.
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
Here's the option going right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Chad Greenway in on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Tannehill. It's caught. Stills. Right side. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Tannehill. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Partner rings of the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They come out here in the eye. This is Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. Now 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Bradford going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, here's a run with Peterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Now McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. Here again is McKinnon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now Bradford on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Tannehill throwing again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Bradford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Final play of the half. Bradford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
Deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Again, Peterson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And quickly, they get to the line. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Peterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And off comes to Peterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And now they're in the hurry-up. They run once more with McKinnon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Off the play fake. Bradford can't find anyone open. This will be caught at about the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Red zone opportunity. They come out here in the eye from the 2-yard. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ryan Robinson able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They start the drive with Peterson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Play action now. Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
in this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Frank's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch game.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Bradford off the play fake to Peterson. And he will find his man on the outside. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done. Timing is crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bradford to throw for it on 4th. So left side, it's complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st and 10, Bradford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be 1st down Vikings.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Tannehill. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On first down, it's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's first down, Miami.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
On first and 10, Tannehill. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Whoosh. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now.
2-point lead. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And the onside kick did not go 10 yards. That's illegal, and the flag comes out.
And now you know why special teams coaches have gray hair. They draw this up all week. They have it set to go. And the kicker has one job and doesn't get the ball 10 yards downfield.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Peterson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on fourth down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. Running on 4th at Zach Line. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Bradford, wow, he's going to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And the ref goes under the hood, puts the headset on for the often dreaded did the ball cross the plane review.
So difficult because all it takes is a portion of the ball crossing the plane for it to count, but you've got to get the right angle, and right now the official is hoping to get a lot of help from the guys in New York.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They come out with one back and three tight ends.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now here's a sneak, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that makes it a 9-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Throwing here, Bradford. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.
a cruise ship.
I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gonna get it? 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 I'm getting kinda tired of all this in the kitchen. How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it?
How else am I gonna get it?
Whip. How else am I gonna get it?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. Antonio Andrews now to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Murray the lone setback. First down, Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It may sound trite to a lot of people, but when you have a team that actually does believe in you, it really helps your overall play. DeMarco Murray found exactly that in Tennessee with the Titans.
Because he didn't really have, you're alluding to him not having that in Philadelphia?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, look, he started as the guy there. By the end of the season, he was no longer that guy. The offense didn't seem to fit for him, but it fit perfectly in Tennessee as he led a big-time attack, third in the league in rushing.
Yeah, finishing just shy of 1,300 yards, 12 total touchdowns as well.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Deep drop. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, 41 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And as Oakland takes the field, we see Connor Cook coming out to lead the offense. And Charles, much made of the fact he's the first quarterback in the Super Bowl era to make his first career start in a playoff game, and it didn't go overly well against Houston. But such a good defense that the Texans have.
The #1 ranked defense in the NFL heading into the playoffs, so it was not going to be an easy deal for Connor Cook in Oakland. But just think about the experience gained for him as he heads towards training camp and next season. He thinks he's going to go ahead and compete really hard to be the backup to Derek Carr.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Let's go.
Now Cook. It's caught by Clive Walford. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Murray. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing, Cook. And he can't. Get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guys going for it on fourth. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll try the right side with Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. On 3rd down, Mariota. Fasano here brings it in. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. On to tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Second down, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota out to his left. Got a man, it's right. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense into stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that, offered him.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker from 8 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. A 10-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off, but with the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They take over first and 10 following the interception. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiple.
And, oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf.
Offside. Defense. Still second down.
Mariota now on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Let's see what they go to here on third down and 6. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That was second down run for Murray. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeMarco Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And we'll see Oakland take over on offense in a second. And I know these Raiders don't want to hear it, but it's kind of the talk of the town. Such a promising season, looking so good. Carr gets injured, and then they just fall off and lose. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
To throw is Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Give him 18 on that one. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Throwing is Mariota. Steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Being chased out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 7. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kendall Wright from 6 yards away.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised, ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money, got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's the kind of thing, you know, we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know, we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know, we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know, we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
It's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down and you. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot to the heart, no, I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down. I've got the energy of a tidal wave. You don't gotta believe in me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tennessee Titans. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Second down, Mariota. And right with it here over the middle. And an alley to run. 30, the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Now they'll run. Murray. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeMarco Murray taking it in. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, we can easily say what a start defensively. First quarter, and the defense already got in the lead before they even stepped on the field. And now they come up with an interception on the very first play they're out there. If they can turn this into points, that would be an absolute dream start to this game.
This will be caught at about the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. 1st and goal here from the 2. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeMarco Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come up in an offset eye. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And Gresham has it left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Dumping it off for Johnson. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Palmer. This one complete to Gresham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Palmer, and he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big tight end, 37 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mariota now on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Halfback sent in motion. On third down, Mariota. Throw left side complete to Sharp. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down, Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Mariota now from the 50. And this is incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And this is going to be incomplete. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. So some early intrigue here as we've reached the end of the first quarter. 14-7 is the score. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they're known as the no-fly zone.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Derek Morgan in on the stop. On 2nd down, Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And room there to work it inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep, just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about, after all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time drop. A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Now Palmer to throw. And he's got Gresham. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Get ready.
On second down, here's Palmer. This will be caught inside the 10. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And 4th down coming up.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Bruce Arians with a decision to make it. He's made it. They're going to go on 4th down.
Here we go. Blue 58.
4th down. Here's Palmer. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And Fowler's got it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. They come up at an offset eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll let it go up and got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And on 2nd and 10 now. A run, it's Murray. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Mariota on fourth down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Palmer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. So we have reached halftime with, and never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They go play action here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. Now, partner, let me take a quick turn here and ask you about the Dallas Cowboys, their season on the whole. Because what an incredible regular season, great storylines, but then they lost at home to Green Bay. Their season, a success or a failure?
The NFL is a results-based group, as we well know, all right? Did you win the Super Bowl or didn't you? So, in that case, it wasn't a success for Dallas, but I don't really buy into that. I think this season was a success because it sets them up for more runs towards getting to the Super Bowl. 2 winning Super Bowl trophies. Look at how young they are at quarterback, at running back. The defense played way better than anyone expected. I think their future's very bright, and I think they'll be back.
Cutback, left sideline. A pickup there of 36. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
On first and 10, it's Palmer. And this is caught by Fells, right side. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Second down following the run. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Palmer. And this is pulled in by the tight end Fells. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Fells, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, we got a few seconds here. The playoffs and the...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination of whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And right with it here over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Rolling to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, it's Murray. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota taking it in. And the Titans have taken the lead. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down, down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call. But it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end. But they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
Now Palmer on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wesley Woodyard coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Now Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Now Mariani. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Murray, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. And now they're in the hurry-up. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Fresh set of downs here. A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run with Murray. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he locates Walker, complete. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And that one results in 35 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Mariota. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Palmer to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception here, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
10 yards still left on second down.
Let's go. Wide, 18. Wide.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Caught right side. Gresham. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Get ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Over the middle, it's Fells. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing again here, Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Palmer. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Brown from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
Here's Palmer. This will be caught at the 2. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. The throw is Palmer. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Down Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darren Fells, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Titans a first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. A very solid get. And the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues.
Encroachment, defense. Still second down.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Mariota to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Suck up for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And now here's Ross. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Back to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. One last shot for Palmer. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However,
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm trying to relate. Presence. Now. Presence. Come out. Rapidly follow the rapid into the rapid to be rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically right. You're vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect a special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence now. Presence. Come out. Come
Draw. Hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form. Doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and a muse from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance. Who's in a bedroom? Who's in a brand new cuneiform? Barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you can do. Being trained and observed by a capable